Okay, so let me go ahead and close this one. Come back to here. All right, next up here. We've done trimming of weldments, and we're clipping along at a pretty good pace here. So before I get into custom profiles, let's explore some of the other things that we can do here with weldments. Right, so first up, we'll just look at the top here. Okay, end cap. Right, this has also been improved again, and I keep saying improved because when I was really heavy into using weldments, was a former job about 6 years ago. I've been at SolidWorks just over 5 years now, and that last job I was using weldments pretty heavy. And there's been changes to the software since then. Okay, and one of which here is I just pick an end face, okay, and I get a cap on here. Now, how is this size determined? It's technically determined by the outside boundary of my profile, okay, of the part that it's capping. Okay, I can tell it how thick it needs to be. 0.25 inches. I'll make it the same thickness as the material. Now, the ratio here is, again, in the middle. We're halfway or 50% of that wall thickness. If I change this, say, to 0.75, notice it shrinks down, gives me a little more room for weld, or go the other way around. Again, maybe this is plastic, and I'm going to glue right on the end, okay, with this. Now, as you can see here, it's capping on the outside edge. And what if I want this to be flush? Well, there's an option here to go inward, okay, with that thickness. Okay, so maybe I weld here. Let me change this to, let's do 0.25. Okay, and what it's going to do here is automatically push this inward and basically trim the end. Now I can keep going here, add all of these. I'll say OK, and check it out. It trims it back and adds this extra, adds the cap on there, so it's nice and smooth here on the end. Now, if this profile were where you had, this was like almost like an aluminum extrusion. If you had one where it was rounded, one of the other options that can happen in end cap when you have that is, as you can see here as well, I can chamfer those corners. Okay, so if it's something again like a normal steel profile is a pretty, when they're thick, pretty heavy outer rounded edges to it. So you can chamfer this down if need be. Right, to make it fit if those corners are rounded there.